Hello there and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that nobody really asked for. Today's video we actually have a Miraculous Ladybug related video, and it's my favorite type of Miraculous Ladybug videos to film, which is the doll unboxings, because when it comes to Miraculous Ladybug collecting, the dolls are my favorite to collect. I thrive to have all of them, and Playmates Toys makes my favorite of the dolls. I think they make the most accurate and prettiest looking dolls, and they're super affordable as well. So today we'll be looking at the Cosmobug doll. If you don't know who Cosmobug is, she's basically Ladybug's flying / space form. So if you don't know, in the show they have power-ups when they can transform, so they can power up to fit the environment basically. So if they need to go underwater, they have their aquatic form. If they're in a ice type environment, they can do their ice form. This one basically is for flying in space. So all she does is give Tiki her special macaroons and go Tiki power up, and then she can transform to whatever she needs for that time. So again, here's the back of the box. This is what Cosmobug is supposed to look like. It's giving peppermint to me, not gonna lie, but still super cute. And again, it has the little character information in the back. It says Cosmobug, human name Dupain-Cheng, because who needs secret identities when it comes to the dolls? And then her superhero name is Cosmobug, but originally it's supposed to be Ladybug. And her Miraculous is her earrings, obviously. Her Kwami is Tiki, because she's Ladybug. Her superpower is flight, that's her main thing in this form. And her transformation phrase is power up, because that's how it works, because she's already Ladybug, so she doesn't need to stay spots on. And again, Marinette finds her wings for Cosmobug. She must discover new ways to stop Hawkmoth's Akumatized baddies. I'm sorry, just the fact they say Akumatized baddies is very funny to me. And as his schemes grow bigger. With Cosmobug power upgrade, she can save Paris from the streets and from the skies. So that's really cool. Again, here what she looks like in the box. Love the background, super pretty. And if you collect the rest of the Playmate dolls, this is very common packaging for all their fashion dolls. Most of the dolls come in this packaging, I should know, because I own almost all of them at this point. So I'm only missing the color reveal dolls and a few that I don't know if they're gonna come to America or they're gonna stay in Europe. So that is Cosmobug. So let's take her out of the packaging and discover more of her, because she is a very interesting doll. Alrighty, Cosmobug is free from her plastic prison. So here what the doll looks like right out of the box here. And she looks like your typical Playmate Ladybug doll. They probably come with this bodysuit, which is made out of this spandex knit material, the same material as all the other bodysuits. Her hair is gelled to the max, and her hair is a very light sky blue, very different from her normal dark blue hair, just because that's what Cosmobug has, which I don't really like. That's the design purpose. I don't think it looks good on Marinette, but still cute. And one thing that with this doll that I have mixed feelings on is Cosmobug has a helmet, because that's the whole point of that outfit, because she could fly and stuff. But they didn't give her a helmet here. This give her the typical Ladybug look, which is different colorings, which is okay. I think one thing too that would very benefit this doll is that because Cosmobug has this galaxy type of thing going on, but it's red. I wish they give her a little bit of a sparkly suit. I think that would fit more. And I know Playmates could do sparkly suits, because I have a few Ladybugs with a sparkly suit on my channel that I unboxed. So I wish they did that for her. I think that would definitely benefit. And this color is much more pink than red, so I feel like these colors kind of clash a little bit. It's giving candy versus Cosmos, but it's okay. She's still really cute, and she has the more newer Ladybug face mold, where it's her hair is a bit longer and her face is a little bit different. So this is the more newer Ladybug mold. And again, she's just like any other Ladybug dolls. You know, she doesn't have gloves, her hands are bare, and she has shoes that have little footsies, and they're the exact same as normal Ladybug's shoes, just a more this is like a hot pink color. Cosmobug is still red, or maybe a pink iridescent shift, but her outfit is red, so I'm surprised that they got the colors a little bit off. But she's still really cute, but not my favorite from the Playmate line. And then she also comes with her wings, which are these giant pieces of plastic, but they're very cute, and they have a little harness on it, so you could just clip it on her. Let's see how easy that is. Again, I own a flying ladybug doll from Bandai Toys. I did a review on that on my channel too. That's one of the older dolls, and she comes with wings. It feels very similar to this doll, but she's on my shelf. I don't want to grab her. She's on the top, and my shelf is like, my displays are all balanced on each other, so if I remove one, I can't. I removed them all. So far, I'm struggling trying to get this suit on her. Alrighty, here is Cosmobug with her wings. A little bit of struggle, but I managed to put them on, and they seem pretty secure. Like, if I play with her, like, her wings won't fall off. And with the wings, I think the doll looks very nice. However, this to me still doesn't scream Cosmobug. I mean, I look at it as a fan. I can't stand what they're doing, but let me grab her packaging. This is what, I mean, like, it looks like her. Like, this is what Cosmobug's supposed to look like. And here is what the doll looks like. The wings aren't even correct. Well, they're on the correct shape and then the correct color because her wings are more blue. I don't know. Like, it looks like Cosmobug, but it doesn't look like Cosmobug. You know what I mean? But I'm still happy with this doll. Again, she retailed for $16.99, and which is not a bad price. But one thing I don't like about my Pacific doll is she has like some black markings on her suit. So that's a little concerning. But she is very cute still, and I like her a lot. And again, if I was a kid, I'll be happy with her. As a collector, I'm happy with her. And you know, she also giving off fairy, you know, like fairy vibes as well. Like, if I was like a dumb little kid and I was looking at this doll, I'll be like, that's definitely a fairy doll. It's not. It's supposed to be a space ladybug, but it's giving fairy, you know. But she's still very cute. Again, she's not my favorite Playmate doll. I definitely have ones I like more, but she's not bad. Like, she's just mid. She's just mid. But she's still really cute. So, again, you want to see what she looks like against a normal ladybug. I can grab one for you. Grab this one too for my next video. But this is what a normal ladybug Playmate doll looks like. But this is one of the older releases, so she looks much more nicer. And here what she looks like compared to Cosmobug. Again, they're very different. And again, in my opinion, if you have a truck, okay, in my opinion, if you drive a truck and if it's not for work related, don't buy a truck. Because you're like one of the most hated people in my area. Like, people with big trucks who don't need to buy big trucks, I judge them. I do judge you. But anyways, this is about Cosmobug. But again, she's really cute. Again, she's not that much of an expensive doll, especially compared these days. And I'm very happy with her as a collector. My one concern is, and this is with any dolls that have wings, is because where they clip on the wings is where I normally would have a place for my stand, like one of these stands. But since she has wings, she doesn't have a stand, and I wish that they're called horse saddle stands, which you pull them from their private parts. I wish I had one of those stands for her, but for now, when I display her, I either had to display her without the wings or her sitting down, because she can't have a stand, which is one thing I don't like about fairy dolls. But overall, again, I give this doll like a 7 out of 10. She's still a good doll, not my favorite. Like, she looks like the character, but they could do something else to make her a little bit more like Cosmobug. But in the end, it gets the job done. So I don't know what else to say. Like, she doesn't come with anything else. She does not come with a Kwami. She does not come up with an accessory. The only thing she comes with her wings. Because a lot of new Playmate dolls don't come with accessories anymore. So, she has to come with that. So, which is okay. I don't care for accessories anyways. But okay. But here is Cosmobug. Super cute. Still love her. And yeah. That's all I can really say. Again, she looks like your typical Ladybug Playmate Toys, but just a different hair color and different suit color. And again, I really don't like this light blue on Ladybug, especially with this pink. I feel like it's not the vibe, but she's still cute. So I think you will enjoy her if you can find her online. Again, I'm so late to reviewing her just because your girl has a lot of stuff goes on in her life, so sometimes it's hard to sit here in a box dolls, but she's still really cute, so I still recommend her, especially if you're a Miraculous Ladybug fan like me. And she could be very different from the rest of your collection too. Like sometimes when you buy Miraculous Ladybug dolls or collectibles, sometimes you feel like you just find the same thing over and over again, especially a lot with the Ladybug dolls. Like, how many Ladybug dolls can you own? Me, never enough. But for some people, like, you only need one Ladybug doll. And I get that, but like, if you buy her and you put her with the rest of the Ladybug dolls, she'll look very different from the rest of your collection, which is nice. I like that little variety in there. So overall, I'm happy. I just wish they came out with an Astro Cat, which is Cat Noir's form of this, just because Cat Noir doesn't get a lot of love in general. Not by his dad, not by Ladybug. He does get lots of love from his fans, so I wish that they made more Cat Noir dolls as well, because Cat Noir dolls do sell in my area. Like, they're always sold out. So I hope they made Astro Cat, because sometimes with these like off-branch ladybugs, like she needs her kitty. I wish like they came out with an Astro Cat for this, especially since we don't have a lot of Cat Noir dolls. And we barely had an Adrian doll, so still cute. Anyways, that's all for today's video, and I hope you didn't find it boring or cringy. And if you did, that's okay, because I'm boring or cringy, and I still hope you catch me in my next video. I have no idea where it is, but I still hope you watch it. Until then, bug out!